Hi Libra, this is Jen from Bitch in a Hurry, Not So Mystical Tarot. Usually I'm shuffling and doing all that stuff while I'm talking to you, but I had a little problem with my camera and I decided I would choke to death. So my cards are already out and I just decided to start over because I didn't think I needed to be choking in the middle of your video. So this is for the full moon in Cancer, December 22nd, on and around December 22nd, 2018. It's the home sign of the moon, end of a solar cycle, year of tough lessons, hard lessons to learn, but we're on the way to Capricorn season, which kind of calls you out on all the stuff you've been thinking and dreaming about. So there's a time for clarity coming and also a time of like, what are you going to do now? Like, progress is possible. So we're back to the, Cancer is back to its home sign. That's why it's the end of this like big solar cycle. Like, it's kind of like a fresh start. So let's get started. We have this Five of Pentacles, which is a feeling of just loss, left out in the cold, devastation, sadness. Why is this happening to me? Why? I don't understand. And I want to point out here that this person is just like head down, not looking anywhere but inside. They're not looking outside of themselves for anything. And if you see here, there's a beautiful garden that they're in. There's a little butterfly here, or a little bird that's like right in front of them, but they're so focused inside at why is this happening to me? What is this? This is so sad, that they can't see right in front of them that there is hope and there's beautiful things right near them. It's in the traditional deck, this shows people that are outside of a church in the cold and the snow, but the church is like warm and it's right there and they could go in, but they choose not to. So that's what we have going on here. Kind of like a, why is this happening to me? I don't understand. I feel really sad and lost, but right near you are beautiful things. So maybe a sign of like, kind of open your eyes, look around, and let's see things differently. We have the Three of Wands, which talks about long-range planning. What does the future hold? Well, you're focused on whatever's going wrong. It's really hard to see what the future holds. So maybe you can look outside for a moment and try to look ahead to the future. Maybe what's going on right now feels really bad, but let's look outside and let's look toward the future, because that's what you see here. You've come a little bit of a way and you've had some victory and success. So what now? You know, maybe it's time to make a choice to do something different and to get different results. We come to the Knight of Cups, which is a rush of emotion. And maybe that is why you're feeling that Five of Pentacles way. You're feeling that sadness. You're feeling that, you know, maybe it's just too much to bear. Maybe, my husband says sometimes the ridiculousness of life is just too much to bear. And that happens, especially it's holiday time. People act weird at the holidays. You know, stuff goes on that you aren't expecting. And maybe it's just that rush of emotion is making you feel a certain kind of way, and you know, maybe it's time to just change your perspective totally. It looks here, you got the Tower, that something has gone on that's caused you to be in some kind of pain. So it looks like this moment has already happened. So I guess that's the good news. Maybe that's why you're feeling like, how could this happen? Just remember that these Tower moments, a lot of times, are things that needed to happen, and it helps us sort things out and move forward in a more positive way. So I'm sure that this has already happened. This is kind of why you're feeling this, like, why is this happening to me? I feel left out, alone, whatever. At least the moment has passed. It is time, though, to look forward. I really encourage you to look forward, because, okay, this Tower moment has happened. Don't perseverate on it forever and make yourself sad. It's time to look forward. And that's what this card here says, the Nine of Swords. Don't spend your time looking over your shoulder waiting for it to happen again, or for something else bad to happen. That's, you know what, it's time to just look forward. Let's look forward. Let's not try to look over our shoulder waiting for something bad to happen. The bad thing has happened. The Tower moment has come, and it's now time to turn and face forward. And clarifying cards, we have here the Six of Swords, which is oftentimes a journey, traveling, and not necessarily a bad card. It's kind of like okay, let's take a deep breath, make a 180-degree turn, and go this way. Let's do something different. And that's what this card is saying here. Let's do something different. Whatever led us to this Five of Pentacles time, or this Tower moment here, let's do something different. Let's do something totally out of the ordinary. Go to a different place, maybe celebrate the holiday different, start a different tradition. Let's do something else and take our minds off of the way that things went wrong. we have the High Priestess. This is your intuition, most intuitive card in the deck. This is on your side. This is wonderful that you have this card. Look deep inside. Like I said, don't stay focused on the woe is me, why is this happening to me, but more like, what do I need right now? Look deep inside. What do I need right now? Your intuition will tell you what you need, whether it is to travel, to start a new tradition, to change the way you eat, to start to exercise, you know, whatever it is. Look inside you and say, okay, what do I need? Not why is this happening to me? I'm so sad, I'm so miserable, but more like, okay, I am upset, but you know what? How can I make this different? What do I need right now to make me feel differently? And then you have the Page of Wands, which is very exciting because this is energy, ambition. This is saying, okay, here, go. You have a little bit of oomph to your step. Like you can take yourself out of this place that you're in, this sad, depressed, upset, whatever this state is. Here's a little bit of extra oomph to get you moving and out of your own way, kind of. Now we have the Ten of Swords, and I think this Ten of Swords is just more of like saying this has come to an end. This has come to an end. Whatever has happened that's made you feel so bad. You know, you've got this Tower moment here. You've got this Five of Pentacles, this feeling of loss, devastation, sadness, left out in the cold. You had the Nine. When is it going to happen again? Oh no, I'm waiting for bad things to happen. But you know what? Here it is. This is the progression from the Nine of Swords to the 10. It's over. It's done. The cycle has completed itself. It is now time to move on. And I'm super encouraged by this King of Cups, which is the last card that you guys have for clarifying, which says it's all going to be okay. Because the King of Cups is emotionally fulfilled. The King of Cups is okay with himself. He's okay with his people, his family, his surroundings. He is mentally stable and sound in a really good place. So this tells me that even though you've had some tumultuous things happening recently, you know, use your intuition, do whatever you need to do to repair yourself, take some action. Here you've got some action. This is wonderful to move you forward. You know, you had the Three of Wands, which says, let's look at the future. And then you go from the 3 all the way to the Page. Okay, all right, here's a little bit of oomph to get you going. Here's a little bit of ambition to get you going. And this is like young people energy, you know, so this is like unbridled, like young people energy. So take advantage of that and give yourself that jump start that you need. And just know that this is coming. This emotional stability, this happiness, this kind of full circle moment, this is coming for you. You have the Knight of Cups, which is the rush of emotion. That's a little bit like, oh my gosh, how do I deal with all this? But it's a positive rush of emotion. And then you see here, you can progress to the King. So it looks like everything is going to work itself out in this last full moon of 2018. Take full advantage of the energy there and know that health and healing and well-being is on the way for you. I hope you have a wonderful full moon. I will talk to you soon.